Chat, a little known fact about me. Your favorite live streamer, Mayflowers 429, is that I like my coffee how I like my women. Unfortunately, my coffee isn't very bisexual today. I stole that from YouTube short. Hi guys, happy stream. You might notice the giant glowing crystal anus over here. It's pretty neat. You can't really see that it's crystals from that far away. April put her earbud in. Shut the fuck up, yo. Get off my ass. Chat, it's finally warm enough for me to wear short sleeves again. And so you all must pay the price. Which is $5.99 USD on PC, I think. Anyways. We're out of Tate and Liza split. And that's really fucking cool. And that's really fucking scary. You're living in a post-Tino world. How does it feel? It's funny, I was just acknowledging that, Hannah. Your timing could not have been more perfect. It's exciting, it's spooky. Annoyingly, chat, we are immediately back to doing Team Magma bullshit. But on the upside, this is the final round of Team Magma bullshit. It's immediately followed by Team Aqua bullshit, but at least, like, we're 2 evil team segments until the end of the game. Excuse me. I'm actually going to pull up, now that I'm on Juan Split, how many Magma grunts are there? Interesting. Courtney, I'm sorry. Why are there like 2 Space Center Magma grunts who only have 2 Pokemon? What? What the fuck? It's a back-to-back-to-back. Got it. Ugh. I mean, at least it's like, a win straight style back-to-back where they're merciful by making the teams really small, but like, ew. Yeah. Yeah. So, essentially, the Machamp is the worst. Well, thankfully it's like a lead at least. Adamant, no guard, dynamic punch, stone edge, knockoff, bulk up. Woof. With a quick claw, go to hell. Well. Oh well, you actually get the little crystal thing in here. I'm surprised that made it into the shop. I guess we can just kind of like get it right on the edge here. Yeah, ew, icky, ew. I don't hear people complain about Space Center too often, so I'm kind of trying to stay positive about it. That, like, hopefully it won't actually be that miserable. Because once we get past, you get to cook with scanner items now. That's another thing. I do, in fact, get to do this cook with a scanner item in my pocket. And I did, in fact, check, and it can be any scanner item. We can swap it out. So, first things first, I actually want to, boot the game up. Because, you might notice something. I don't have a hotkey for opening MGBA on my fucking Stream Deck. Why do I not have that? What am I looking for? My controller. Just gotta pause that for right now. Unmute this. Because, chat, you might notice, if you paid keen attention at the end of last stream, that last stream... Actually, no, we might have been in front of the PC box, now that I think about it. Hold on. So you might notice that we are in Rustboro City, and we did not end last stream in, Rustboro City. I normally don't like booting up the game to, like, do little micromanagement things in between streams, because I don't want to give the impression that I'm, like, doing anything untoward. But I realized I didn't do my box organization at the end of last stream. You know, the tradition. So I did that, and then I realized I kind of want to try something. Did you know that you can make custom wallpapers in this, kind of? I remember that like, oh yeah, there's like a way to unlock a couple special wallpapers to use for your boxes. And I looked at it, it turns out you can actually do them like custom. So essentially like the left chunk of black and the title box are one color, and the right chunk of black is another color, and they also correspond to Groudon and Kyogre's pupils. I didn't bother like designing it with anything super particular, I just kind of wanted to try it out, and I thought it was real fucking neat. You have to give the code to a guy in Rustboro City, he's trying to make his daughter laugh. And she laughed. Turns out she laughs really hard if you just put a bunch of capital B's. Bunch of capital B's in a message. But you gotta make sure that the L at the back end is capitalized, otherwise she won't laugh. Yeah, so I think you get like one custom wallpaper and it's under friends. Yeah, so we got Upstate, we got Heroes. Got the squad. Chat, I just need to remind you really quick. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Most cracked Urshifu ever. It's pretty fucking wacky. It's a pretty wacky wet bear. Is it water fighting or fighting water? It's fighting water. Yeah, something I also hadn't considered is that Urshifu really does just kind of have one of the flex slots of all time. Iron Head is nice, obviously. Once we lose it, we essentially lose it permanently. But in the meanwhile, like, it can learn all of the elemental punches. Poison Jab, Brick Break. Like, this guy hits stab. So, and if I'm correct, I just want to see... Yeah, Contact evades protection. So the main thing is that Urshifu ignores Protect, which isn't super relevant in Run and Bun, but sometimes it can be very relevant. Knowing that you aren't getting stalled out for a turn, things like that. Anyways, I just wanted to show off my neat little thingamajig with the box. So back to here, I'm gonna find some tunes that are a little less intense. Oop. There we go. I don't think I want this one, though. Okay. So, haven't done much in the way of line calking. I did glance at this first fight, though, and I think we have a really funny way to get through the Steelix that starts on their team. We love not having to show a KO in doubles prevent protect. That's true, actually. I didn't even consider its application in double battles. Though I imagine double battles in most cases are also kind of the easiest way to, or like the easiest scenarios to show something a KO to stop it from protecting. But so this Steelix is a real son of a bitch. It's got a 0 speed IV and a minus speed nature. It is the slowest possible Steelix compared to like the one that we had. Now, it has Sturdy, so you can't kill it in one hit. It has Bright Powder, so your moves are inaccurate. And because it's so fucking slow, you might note even my Mudkip. My level 66 Mudkip is still faster than this goddamn Steelix. And the way that you hit guys with Bright Powder is you give one of your Pokemon the Zoom Lens, and Zoom Lens only activates if you're slower than them, or I guess if you attack after them. You might be able to use Zoom Lens in like some negative priority moves, like Avalanche. That's not what we're going for here. Because this guy also has Stealth Rock, which is really fucking annoying. But I figured out a way past it. So what we need is, thankfully, we're not in a gym anymore. We can take our dear friend, Lixie the Failgone. Where is our utility dragon? And all we gotta do is pre-paralyze her. Because not only do we need to be slower than Steelix, we want to show it a kill with Gyro Ball. Because what we do here is we pre-damage ourselves to 25, It's not going to explode because it sees a kill with a move that isn't Explosion. It can't click Earthquake. And even though it's the first turn, as we established with Azelf last time, if they see a fast kill on you, they never go for Stealth Rocks turn 1. So we bait Gyro Ball into Togedemaru, who obviously takes Gyro Ball super fucking well. And the nice thing about that, Iron Barb chips, hits Steelix. I should confirm that Gyro Ball is a contact move. I would be absolutely stunned if it wasn't, but fuck, you know? Like, is in fact a contact move, and ballistic. So, hits into Togedemaru, it takes some damage, breaking sturdy. The nice thing is that even though Togedemaru is faster than Steelix, the usage priority for Stealth Rocks changes based on if it's the Pokemon's first turn on the field. You need to show it a fast kill to prevent it from setting up Stealth Rocks on turn 1. On turn 2 and beyond, all it needs to see is any kill. So, yeah, Stealth Rocks max is at like +7. And in Togedemaru's case here, that's Earthquake is a minimum of +9. I think it's, yeah, +9 or +11. So it goes for Earthquake, which is a free swap back to Flygon. At that point, it goes for Gyro Ball. We swap into Lucario, who very gracefully takes Gyro Ball. Lucario is faster than Steelix, and with a black belt, though we barely even need it, we can use Aura Sphere, a perfectly accurate move, to finish it off before it's able to set up Stealth Rocks. Now, next in line. Yay for Monday stream. Yay for Monday stream. Also, hi Izzy, hi Pio, hi Hannah. I believe I saw Curses posting earlier. Yep, hi Curses. Sorry, I should have acknowledged you all. I gotta get back into the habit of doing that. So, that's the first one. Next up is Zebstrika, I believe, because Zebstrika is faster than Lucario. High horsepower can do a good bit of damage to us. I'm not sure. Okay, because currently Gyro Ball crit does at most 86 damage to us. So we have 234 HP, minus 86, drops us to 148. It doesn't really matter. If we show it a kill with Overheat or High Horsepower, we would prefer it be Overheat, because we're going to do one of our favorite little strats. This thing has a Focus Band, but its highest damaging move into Garchomp is a contact move. So, and Garchomp with a Citrus Berry can live 3 hits from this guy, so it swaps in, takes a hit. It gets off an Earthquake. If Earthquake doesn't kill on the 3rd turn, Zebstrika KOs itself, hitting Garchomp. Honestly, the only issue with this portion of the line is that it's not super consistent on how much HP we have when we KO Zebstrika. Thankfully, Simisear in the back is faster than us, and definitely always he's a kill with Hidden Power Ice, and we show an Earthquake, or a kill with Earthquake, to prevent it from ever clicking Nasty Plot. If it were to somehow come out and not see a kill on us by 1 HP. Literally impossible now that I think about it. So, yeah, I believe the idea is... Because let's assume Garchomp here takes 3 critical hit high horsepowers plus Citrus Berry. Note that Garchomp is also level 81 right now. We can go all the way up to 89 if we need to. I think we can also probably level up Lucario once or twice to, like, shorten the range to prevent Zebstrika from ever clicking high horsepower. Overheat can't burn, so we don't really need to worry about that. So that should be 265. So for one thing, high horsepower can never do more than 50, so we're guaranteed to always see Citrus Berry proc. 265 divided by 4 comes out to 66. So 265 plus 66, 331 minus 108. Minus 108, minus 108. Drops us to 7, so we do barely live that. Now, the nice thing is I don't think it really matters what move we bait on Simisear, but we ideally want to have it click Hidden Power Ice instead of Grass Knot, because I believe the idea for Simisear is we simply swap in Arcanine, preferably on Hidden Power Ice, though Grass Knot isn't necessarily an issue. We can level up Arcanine a couple of times, give it a Citrus Berry, and essentially it's got Blaze, it's got a Focus Band. We're a Fire Rock type, so even if we proc Blaze, it's never going to click Flamethrower on us. Grass Knot is a contact move, so if we fail to KO Simisear with the first hit, we could choose to go for Extreme Speed, or we could just get the guaranteed kill and swap to Togedemaru. Grass Knot into Toge. The only thing is at that point we have to consider who's going to come in after that. If it's Togedemaru, it's likely to be Appleton. Or not Appleton, Corviknight. Because Corviknight outdamages us. Appleton also outdamages us, actually, wait. But we outspeed both of them, though. It's likely to be Corviknight, yeah, because we can pre-damage, so after taking a Grass Knot, we're guaranteed to bait in Corviknight on Body Press. Oh, because Toge's also taking a Gyro Ball from Steelix, that too. Yeah, so Gyro Ball into Grass Knot. Like, Corviknight never stood a chance. Now, the question is, if Arcanine's on the field, assuming we level it up a couple of times, because it's possible that we end up killing Simisear with Arcanine, so we want to make sure that if we're in a situation where that happens, we don't necessarily screw ourselves. Against Simisear, I had considered giving Arcanine a Citrus Berry, but we could also just give it, like, the Muscle Band instead of leveling it up. Because I'm trying to think, like, if we get hit by a critical hit Grass Knot... Yeah, even if we got hit by 2 critical hit Grass Knots... Because we don't need to knock it down to Focus Band, we just need to knock it down to 12% HP or lower. We're definitely going to want a couple levels into Arcanine. If we were to go for Muscle Band. Or if we give it Citrus. I don't know. We'll see. Like, this is in a made-up scenario where where Lucario takes so much damage that Zebstrika sees a kill with high horsepower, and then Garchomp gets crit 3 times, and Zebstrika survives Focus Band, and Simisear survives Focus Band. So I'll admit, this is very annoying. I sat down to stream, and then my body was immediately like, actually, you need to go to the bathroom. So, I'll be back in like 5 minutes, just a sec. Hang in with me, folks. BRB. How to return. Okay, so while I was gone, I had a revelation. We can give Garchomp Choice Scarf. Hannah, are you here? Can you hear me? I have a question. I think I know the answer, but I want to double check with someone. Also, gotta close those. Left those open from work. But, there we go. The thing I was wondering about. If you have a choice item equipped, and you click a move, does the AI understand that you can't click your other moves? The answer is no, right? It assumes that I have access to my entire suite of attacks. God, though, just realizing, like, that's correct? Okay. We have access to a speed boosting item. Just give Garchomp fucking Choice Scarf. Oh, just a clean speed of 292. Oh my god. We're gonna get 2 of these fucks. Because what I'm realizing is, instead of having to risk 3 hits from Blitzel, we can just take the 2. We threaten a KO on Simisear, so it doesn't come in. I think Appleton just comes in next. Which is pretty cool. Appleton isn't exactly that hard to kill, I don't think, as long as we have the right thing for it. It's got Thick Fat and a Lumberry. It's Grass Dragon. So it's not as weak to Ice-type moves as we would hope. We're baiting Dragon Pulse on it. Or potentially Apple Acid. What does Apple Acid do? Like, drops her defenses, right? 100% chance to lower target special defense by 1 stage. Okay. So. Yeah, because Garchomp outspeeds everything. Yeah, it's just always going to be Appleton. So, let's see. Appleton hits the field. It's definitely never clicking Leech Seed. Unless we leveled up a couple of times. Yeah, we definitely want to coordinate. So I'm wondering, like, for level 89. Okay. Level 81. Yeah, because we're always taking at least 1 hit from Zebstrika. Likely only 1 hit. Possibly 2. I think the odds of baiting Apple Acid are pretty low, but, like, Granbull doesn't take that much from them. What's the, like, the AI for Leech Seed? I'm, like, suddenly having to, like, look at AI shit that I've never had to worry about before. It's weird. I feel so loosey-goosey right now. I think because, like, we spent so long being hyper meticulous about every turn of every fight in Tate and Lysogen where it's like, I just feel vibesy. I don't know. I think Leech Seed is just a +6. Yeah, the only thing... Oh, I just got the Twitch jingle. Thank you very much for the follow, Gossip Greg. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Ooh, the music is loud. Or is my settings loud? No, it's the music. Okay. Yeah, looks like there's nothing special about Leech Seed, so the only way to stop it from clicking Leech Seed is to make sure that it sees a kill. It definitely sees a kill on Garchomp. So... Dragon Pulse, Apple Acid. Roserade, how much do you do with a poison type attack? Quite a bit. Okay. Could just be raw swap to Roserade. We're immune to Leech Seed. Doesn't matter which hit we take. Jesus Christ. Yeah, decent chance we don't even bait in Corviknight. Pretty sure we'd always just bait in Simisear because it sees... Doesn't even really see an out damage on this. It does outspeed at least. But also, it'll definitely see an out damage. So we just need Poison Barb. So it's these three to fight Steelix. Then in comes Zebstrika, which gets beat by Garchomp. Then should be Appleton, which goes for either Dragon Pulse or Apple Acid. We bring in Roserade. Gotta put like an extra level into her. That's fine. Honestly, it's like, how much do I even really need to worry about keeping my guys underleveled at this point? I know at least a little bit, but like, is it that much? You know, it's something I hadn't even considered, actually. Sneasler, how hard do you beat this guy's ass? Less than I thought you would. Wacky. What's its physical defense is 163, special defense is 163, thick fat Lumberry. Does Poison Jab? I feel like Poison Jab shouldn't be doing significantly less. Yeah, like... Because you have 268 attack. Base 80 power move. Ah, Sludge Bomb's base power 90, that's why. Okay. You could also get out Altaria, but that would require potentially coming in on Dragon Pulse. Bad idea. Okay. Now, slight problem here. Corviknight's pretty difficult to deal with. Just agility, iron defense, weakness policy, and unnerve. It's very difficult to KO. So we either need something that can double up on it and Simisear, or find one of our guys who can come in and beat Simisear after all that. And it's definitely not Garchomp, because even though we outspeed and hit it with Earthquake, it's got Focus Band. A good answer to Corviknight. Damn, Mega Houndoom. Get him. No, but our best answer is Turtonator, who can obviously live a body press, and iron defense doesn't affect its ability to hit with overheat. All it needs is charcoal. So definitely want that. Especially since Turk can't get crit. So I'm wondering, are we able to roll compress here? Because ideally, Simisear gets beat with the Arcanine into Togedemaru combo. I could also see if there's a move I could teach Garchomp that's good at killing Corviknight, but probably not, because, like, what's its bulk? 207? Less than I thought it'd be, but still pretty crazy. Like... Garchomp, what you got? Just Fire Blast. Yeah. Flygon can't beat it. Togedemaru does a lot more than you'd think it would, but also dies to Body Press. So when I beat Corviknight, it should be Simisear in on Flamethrower. Suppose it is worth noting Turtonator could beat Simisear with 2 Dracos, but it's dubious after that. Because the problem is we would have to swap it out and back in order to hit Corviknight effectively. Though, we come in on a Flamethrower, we take a Hidden Power Ice. It would take 2 hits to kill, though. Oh, it's got a Focus Band, yeah, also. We don't even, like, guaranteed KO it. Sneasler's good at beating his ass. Shock of all shocks. Sneasler kills something? Say it ain't so. Specifically comes in for knockoff. Sneasler, do you get Fire Punch? No, you don't. You get Ice Punch. One sec. So... yeah, no, unfortunately, Steelix does way too much damage into Garchomp with Gyro Ball, otherwise I'd try to use Garchomp in the Toge slot, but also Garchomp shows higher damage to Gyro than EQ. So ideally we need some way to do contact damage. Though we don't necessarily need Flygon to be the one doing the Gyro Ball baiting, but I don't think there's going to be anything that can effectively come back in after that, because everything has to be pre-paralyzed. Yeah, it can't even be Noivern. It outspeeds when parried. Actually, what's pretty neat is we could pre-paralyze Altaria, because Altaria swaps out. We only need it to show Steelix a fast kill on that first turn. Natural Cure procs, curing it of paralysis. So it could, in theory, be used to, like, beat Appletun if we were clever. Like, if we could guarantee... well, no, its HP would have to be so low that it would probably die to Apple Acid. Yeah. And if it came in on Leech Seed, it's definitely dead. But there's something there. Not really, though, because Corviknight still outspeeds it. Level 89. Okay. We potentially have some funny King's Rock stuff. Against who, I'm not particularly sure. We do make a lot of damage happen to Simisear with Surf, but... Focus Band. Its highest damaging move is Grass Knot, but... it's very likely that if we take a Grass Knot crit, we're baiting random move into Toge. So what happens if we don't do the Choice Chomp line, right? Simisear comes in next. Because, like, who beats Appletun? Dragonite beats Appletun. Dragonite beats Appletun really hard. Yeah, all we gotta do is give it like a single level or a damage boosting item. And make sure that it comes in on a move that isn't Dragon Pulse. Unfortunately, everyone kind of only shows a Dragon Pulse. Take that one, Barry. Can't effectively be statused. Pre-paralyzed Garchomp. Does take a lot less from Gyro Ball, but then we can't use it for anything else. Also, we would need to show a kill to Earthquake after the Gyro Ball anyways, and that's kind of something only Togedemaru can do from full HP. Okay. Worth noting, Roserade does also have a perfectly accurate move into Steelix with Magical Leaf. So, what if we gave Rose, like, choice specs? Magical Leaf does enough to kill. Coming in on a Gyro Ball is scary. We could probably level up to the point where it doesn't kill us, but then we couldn't get in on Appleton. If you need more slots, I know Smant had a way through the Steelix lead with Corviknight PP stall. Oh, you know? Wait, really? Is it like swapping back and forth between Corviknight and a Ghost type? Because like this thing can boom. And obviously you have to defog the Stealth Rocks away. It's not even really a PP stall now that I think about it. I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. Because Corviknight does take barely any damage from anything the Steelix can throw out. Spam defog until it booms. Corv can tank it, probably. I mean, it is true that if we level up Corv to 89... I just feel like... What if it doesn't? You know? Because, yeah, we have defogs and roosts. Do you want me to get the clip of it? I'd feel weird watching that live on stream. But, like, I could. Yeah, fuck it. I can be a React channel. It's not really a React channel, but... Because I can't deny beating this thing with a single guy would be really, really nice. Because, like, the odds of clicking Explosion aren't that high. Like, we've got to sit there for 20 turns, practically. Like, we could give Corv Lepa. Because does defog still happen if there's no target? I don't think so, right? Lowers the target's evasiveness if this move is successful. This move is successful whether or not the target's evasiveness was effective, meaning it still works if you get them to minus 6 evasion. The effects of Reflect, Light Screen, Aurora Veil, Safeguard, Mist Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rocks, and Sticky Web end for the target side, and the effects of Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rocks, and Sticky Web ends for the user's side. Ignores a target substitute, although a substitute will block the lowering of evasiveness. If there is a terrain active and the move is successful, the terrain will be cleared. Well, that's not true anymore. I'll DM you the link on Discord if you want. Sure, go for it. Notably, could also use Electros instead of Flygon. Though, how low would its HP need to be if it was paralyzed? No, wait, I can't. You can't pre-paralyze electric types. But out of curiosity, 3.1% peak. I had considered, like, oh yeah, Delmise could, in theory, just kind of beat it in the War of Attrition, spamming, you know, Rapid Spin with Wide Lens. But I realized, oh, every time I Rapid Spin, Gyro Ball becomes stronger. Yeah. Because, like, God knows, I can do gobs of damage to this thing with Aura Sphere. But I need to be able to, break its Sash first. Sash. And obviously I'm not wasting a Jaboka Berry. There's also, theoretically, a line where we use Perish Song. Unfortunately, I don't think we could effectively... There's only one way we could Perish Trap it, I think. Maybe it's possible that I could get something to swap into that lives all of Steelix's potential moves and doesn't let other things swap in. But the idea would be to, like, use Perish Song, swap to Delmise, and, like, Anchor Shot to lock it in place. Okay. Hold on, chat. We're about to be content creators.
We have made it past the 7th badge.
Okay, so... Oop. There we go. So let's see. It's battle starts at 2:02. Let me see the idea. All right, chat. We're studying. We're learning.
All right, so we have the first Magma Grunt of the Space Center, the evil Space Center, the evil team.
Only level 85.
Purple, thanks for the sub. This is a sturdy Steelix with bright power.
Feels really weird watching someone else's content while I'm live.
It also has Stealth Rock and Explosion. So even if we hit it, it can just boom the next turn when we miss. The thing is, because it is sturdy and because it has bright powder, it's really hard to kill it.
So, you know, I suppose Smart Strike does get around sturdy. Or bright powder to, like, chip its HP a little.
No, I'm not going to kill this Steelix. It's going to kill itself. To do that, on the first turn, we just waste a turn by using Defog.
I suppose we're also using Defog.
And so Defog, as it most likely will use Stealth Rock. Defog, it does nothing, basically. Doesn't matter. There's the Stealth Rock. And now, because it used Stealth Rock, it has two options. It can either use Explosion or Gyro Ball. So I'm going to Defog to get rid of those rocks.
Oh, I suppose you probably, yeah.
Explode.
I now understand doing this. You probably PP stall it until it runs out of rocks, right? I'm sorry, what?
And we want it to explode.
Okay, we want it to, not it's going to.
There's Gyro Ball. All right. So now, because we got rid of the rocks, it can explode or it can set up Stealth Rocks.
Runs out of gyros, actually. Oh, that's funny.
There's Stealth Rocks. All right. And now, because it used Stealth Rocks, we need to get rid of those Stealth Rocks with Defog. And again, it can either explode or it can Gyro Ball.
But yeah, no, I think I understand the idea. It's funny, I had actually considered originally killing this Steelix by having it break itself on Iron Barbs, but I realized, oh, it doesn't work, because Gyro Ball only has 5 PP. Although, actually, where does this move sit in Steelix's move slot? Earthquake Gyro Ball, yeah. So sadly, if it had 8 Gyro Ball PP, Iron Barbs actually probably still wouldn't have killed due to rounding, but it would have been really close. Because, like, yeah, no, I think I understand. Because once it runs out of Gyro Balls, if Stealth Rocks are currently up, at the start of turn, you clear them, and then it doesn't realize that Stealth Rocks are about to be cleared, so it's going to click the only effective move it has, Explosion. That's really funny. Sets up a hazard. Yeah, 20 PP. Oh, that's really funny.
It gyro balled. All right.
And then, yeah, if it doesn't click Stealth Rocks, you just click Roost on the following turbo. It sets up
And
more
because
rocks.
it gyro balled and rocks aren't up, I'm free to roost.
And you have as much
If
Roost
it uses
PP.
explosion and it crits, I survive if I'm on full HP.
Yeah, because
Okay, go away with these stealth rocks.
if you get hit and rock...
Defog, get rid of the stealth rocks.
So if you got hit, that means that rocks didn't get set up, so you're safe to roost, because if on the turn you roost, it booms, then it didn't set up rocks that turn. That's really fucking clever. Oh, that's really fucking clever.
Bang. Likelihood of gyro ball? Very likely. It's like a 97% to use gyro ball on this turn. Oh, it got a crit. So now we roost.
Yeah, and of course gyro never does enough. And it never thinks that it can earthquake.
It is not a 50-50. It is a 97.5%.
Because, yeah, Boom just has a +0 to be used, as opposed
like
to Earthquake, which is -20.
It's a 37.5%, I believe. Okay, use gyro ball. So I roost again to get back to full. I believe it's a 37.5%, or a 37.5.
I just want to see it happen at this
I don't know.
point.
It's like 98 or 90. Yeah.
We're not
it's something
content
weird.
stealing, chat.
Anyways,
I
there's
promise.
The last gyro ball.
We're
so now
we're
it's either
so
going to
locked
explode
in.
or it's going to stealth rocks, because it's out of gyro balls. So we'll roost.
Yeah, you don't even need to worry about a Lepa Berry, because there's only 5 gyro balls, so you only need 5 roosts.
Awesome. So now that stealth rocks are up, it has earthquake and explosion. It's not going to use earthquake. That's all I'm going to say. As we defog and get rid of the rocks. Boom.
That's so
no
clever.
bright powder nonsense. No sturdy nonsense. We take the hit. We took a crit.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think we can totally steal that. Thank you, Small Ant. Thank you, Small Ant, for being better at this game than me, or having someone who on your team who's helping out who's better at this game than me. Anyways, Steeblix. Okay, yeah, so that's easier. Yeah, Corviknight. So I guess the question is just what level do we need to get Corv to live this? And honestly, probably also 85. A little higher. Because what I'm thinking is, because we don't need Lepa, right? Since we only roost after a gyro ball happens, so we're only ever using 5 roosts. Because I'm thinking, like, if we give it a citrus berry, we have slightly better control over what comes in next, right? Citrus berry means that it's never Appleton. It should probably always be Zebstrika. Simisear can do more than Zebstrika, which is annoying. Okay. Oh, but we're faster than Appleton. Yeah, so it's always Zebstrika. Okay, so yeah, we don't need that. Because we don't care. The only move we don't want Zebstrika to click into Garchomp, funny enough, is high horsepower. We're immune to Zing Zap, and Overheat and Low Kick both do about the same amount of damage. Did I actually, like, close the YouTube video? Okay, good. That is super fucking clever. Okay. Let's get our music going again. Okay. So, Corviknight, Steelix need to be at least level 86. Which is fine. We go down, we outspeed Appleton, so the first thing that sees a fast kill on us is going to be Zebstrika. I'm pretty sure the lowest roll in Explosion, yeah, 56 down to 40-something%. It's never high horsepower. Because we don't need the first hit to be Contact. We just need the ones after that. And, you know, it'll be Overheat and then high horsepower, essentially. Now, I guess the question is, do we care about Choice Scarf here? We definitely have a lot more flexibility. I think he uses Corv again later, so that's why he'd Lepa. That seems dangerous. Who the fuck do you get Corvin against here? Because, like, what if it crits? How do you get Corv back in? Suppose you could get it back in on high horsepower on Zebstrika, Yeah, Garchomp does bait high horsepower. That's not going to do a whole lot. Curious. I might be able to just get around it by virtue of having a guy who's really good at taking physical hits. Also worth noting, we can level up Garchomp a few times. Like, oh yeah, we barely take anything at this point. Man, I really loved our adventures in slot priority last stream, by the way. That was a fucking panic attack and a half, realizing like, oh, can Latias use Earthquake when we swap to Greninja? I'll watch the rest of the line and get back to you about the Corviknight. Okay. No, but I do think it's Leppa because a Citrus Berry on non-crit means that instead of Zebstrika, you get Simisear. Because you overheal past, but if you get crit, then it's Zebstrika, so it's probably just like for consistency's sake. I was thinking about like, oh yeah, as long as you can guarantee you don't die, you can always get a little bit of citrus healing off it, but I think that's bad ultimately. So I do agree with the Leppa choice. Okay, so Zebstrika, go to Garchomp. Now the question is... Okay, so the fun thing is that we know we're never getting hit by high horsepower, right? There's maybe a chance we get hit by low kick. So no matter what, if we have Choice Scarf, we're always getting Appleton in third. So let's see what happens. So it would be a low kick crit, high horsepower crit into 81. That would definitely be enough to show a kill to Apple Acid. Special defense. But it doesn't matter what guy we get in on Appleton here. We bring in Roserade, assuming it takes critical hit Dragon Pulse. We're level 86. That's 130. So we're 202 minus 130. Goes down to 72. Only thing left on their team that outspeeds us is Simisear, who's definitely going to see a KO with Flamethrower. So now the question is, in the scenario where we instead get hit by... Oh, hold on. Is it HPS as well? Yes. It's anything but Grass Knot, which is nice, because that means that's a free swap into Arcanine, functionally. I don't think there's ever a scenario where we show this thing a kill to Grass Knot. And there's always... We always show it a kill to at least Flamethrower, because I think the lowest roll on Dragon Pulse into us... Yeah, because Dragonite... Okay, so what I have to make sure of is Dragonite will at least take some damage from Zebstrika, obviously. No, it won't necessarily, because it could come in on Zing Zap and then kill through Band. Okay. So I think what we do... When Roserade hits the field against Appleton, if it comes in on Leech Seed, we have to stall for a turn by clicking Toxic, and then we KO with Sludge Bomb. Essentially what we're going for here is we want to make sure that when Simisear hits the field, it does in fact see a kill with Nasty Plot. And I think assuming we get the -1 guaranteed special defense from Apple Acid, we always show it a kill with Flamethrower. And if we don't take Apple Acid, we should always lose enough from getting hit by Dragon Pulse to show it a kill with Flamethrower. So either way, it should be Simisear in next on one of those moves. Arcanine hits the field. It has Focus Band. Yeah, we just need like... So the nice thing here is that the only thing left on the field after this is Corviknight. Power Whip. We give Arcanine here the Life Orb. Maybe not the Life Orb. Can we do it with Muscle Band? Cool. Okay, just watch it. IDKYE was Leppa. Again, it's probably just because healing with Citrus would have been detrimental to consistency. So, if we get Arcanine with Muscle Band in on Simisear, if we KO it with Arcanine with Rock Slide, then when Corviknight hits the field, it sees that we have a fast one-hit KO on it with Flare Blitz, so it will not bother setting up Agility or Iron Defense. Wait, can Arcanine just kill Corviknight if we give it Life Orb? Wait, hold on. I might be overcomplicating this. It's... It's actually really funny. So Arcanine can totally kill Corviknight. The thing is, it's not guaranteed to be able to be on the field, but, like, all we need is Charcoal on Turtonator. Because in this world, this is the first time Togedemaru is hitting the field would be against Simisear. So we need to make sure that Togedemaru is pre-damaged such that Grass Knot always puts it into Body Press kill range. Which is not hard. It is not hard even slightly. But yeah, we get you up there, and then we get... Fucking... Where's Turtonator? There's Turtonator. One second. Okay. Yeah, I think that does it though, right? If Roserade doesn't swap in on a hit, i.e. it swaps in on Leech Seed, we just have it click Toxic or even Magical Leaf to stall for a turn. We get hit by Dragon Pulse or potentially Apple Acid. But thankfully I don't think critical hit Apple Acid does 30 to us. That's 202 minus 30, 172, Spadef minus 1. Yeah, definitely not Grass Knot. You know, we have 172 HP. It's a little higher than 9. Okay. So, Simisear comes in next. I don't think I bother with Life Orb Arcanine. We just give Arcanine Muscle Band, so that way Rocks does at least 90%. Oh, excuse me. I baby barfed my coffee a little bit. That was unpleasant. So, Muscle Band. We are slower than Simisear, but we're coming in on a Flamethrower. We threaten a one-hit KO with Head Smash and with Rock Slide, so it's never clicking a setup move. And even if it did, I don't think that matters, really. Once we hit it really low, even if it's at 1 HP, Blaze never makes Flamethrower higher damage than Grass Knot. So we swap to Turtonator. Or not Turtonator. Togedemaru. Grass Knot is a contact move. It KOs itself on Grass Knot. In comes Corviknight. We need to pre-damage Toge, so after low roll Grass Knot, which is 9 damage, we always show a kill to Body Press. We swap to Turtonator. Body Press can't crit us. Charcoal makes it so we one-hit KO. Power Trip doesn't do anything. I think it's like based on if you do a setup or something. Hold on. Power Trip. Oh, I think it's the physical version of stored power. Power is equal to 20 plus X times 20, where X is the user's total stat changes that are greater than 0. Yeah. So, thankfully, don't think it can ever click that. Because even then, like, let's assume it got +2 speed and somehow also procced its weakness policy. We're fine. Sort of. Yeah. Turtonator always lives 2 turns. Okay. Alright, that's the line. Thank you so much, Izzy, for helping us figure out that goofy-ass lead. Almost forgot to copy my line to the boss fight doc. Oh, damn it, it didn't copy the formatting. Well, I can fix that on my own time if I want to. Okay. Get the fuck out of here, Tate and Liza line. I'm also really quickly going to set up my notation for the Space Center fights. So, copy. Oops. Trainer name is Team Magma Team Magma Grunt Space Center number. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. So we established there are, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are there 8? I think it only goes up to 7. Hold on. 3, and then it's Courtney. Interesting. Courtney doesn't count as, there's no grunt number 4. It goes from 3, Courtney 5. Okay. So I guess grunt number 1, grunt number 2, grunt number 3, just Team Magma Admin Space Center Courtney. Okay, it's just right, because I think this is the only time you fight Courtney. So Magma Admin Courtney. Absolutely insane, by the way, that like, well, okay, now that I think about it, I was going to say like, yeah, no, Team Aqua has a grunt they use a single time, and Team Magma, or not a grunt, an admin they use a single time, and Team Magma has an admin they use a single time. Where Team Aqua leans harder on Shelly, Magma leans harder on Tabitha. I just think that's neat. The parallels. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, wait, we just said there's no 4. 5, 6, 7, and how many after that? That's it. It is 7, and then it is the tag fight. Also, Hannah did some research for me, and it seems like it's going to pay off pretty soon that we spared Noivern's life. I guess it's really useful during Courtney's fight. Here, let me just really quickly. Interesting. Both Maxie and Tabitha are a part of a separate thing. Team Magma... Sorry, it is boss Magma leader Maxie and Magma admin Tabitha. Really hope we do all right in that fight without an Octillery. Was very much regretting sacking mine a while ago when I learned that I guess it's like the guy to use to clear space tag for free. The AI thinks sand is up right now. Get that shit out of here. Curious. Damn, wow, yeah. Noivern outspeeds this thing and just fucking dunks it. Nice. All you gotta do is get it in on a Flare Blitz. She has a shaman. She has a shaman. That seems like a really easy thing to kill. Hold on. Why does it only have 30 speed? Why is it a plus speed shaman with only 30 speed? Not that 30 is bad, but... What? I mean, it wouldn't be any higher, but... I find this suspect. Oh yeah, Noivern's also great for dunking this Buzzwole, I guess. Which makes sense. And I mean, in theory, if we get Buzzwole into Charizard back-to-back, we get a double kill. So that's fun. Okay. Do that. Do that. So 1, 2, 3. Caution. The below fights or Magma grunts 5 through 7 are fought back to back to back. Leaving a note for myself. Okay. Forgot that I was doing these. Thank you, chat, for tolerating my notation. Everything's got to be looking all nice and pretty, okay? Okay, okay, okay. So, for this one, it is opens open with Corv. Use, yeah, it's always defog turn 1 because we're at full HP. Use defog. Use defog. Use roost. Repeat until G-ball has 0 PP. Repeat. Well, I suppose I could just do defog roost, repeat until boom. Until boom. And for this, I really only need to count the 5 out of 5 gyro ball PP. Swap to Zebs. Swap to Gark. KO with... I guess it can be pretty much anything but Earthquake, right? Yeah. Because, yeah, we hit it with a big Earthquake. It goes for high horsepower, as we learned agonizingly with our dear friend, Excadrill. High horsepower is a contact move. I'm double checking it. Yep, horses do in fact make contact. Swap to Gark. KO with Earthquake. So the nice thing about this is that it means we know that we only have to deal with Zebstrika for 2 turns instead of 2 or 3. Makes things a little more consistent. Swap to Apple. Because, yeah, Apple sees that we don't KO it and that it has a KO on us with Dragon Pulse. Simisear could potentially have a KO on us with Hidden Power Ice, but we show a fast kill to it, and it's like we're faster than everything, so it's always Appleton. Swapple to Apple. It's actually very important that Appleton doesn't see that we can kill it, and it sees that it can kill us, so we don't accidentally get Corviknight in at the wrong time. I don't think we lose if Corviknight comes in at the wrong time, thankfully. It just makes things a little easier. So, swap to Apple. Swap to Rose. If at full HP, use Toxic. If not, skip to 3. KO with Sludge Bomb. Swap to Simi. Swap to Arca. Use R-Slide. If alive, swap to Toge. Swap to Cord. Swap to Turt. OHKO with Overheat. Yeah, it's truly remarkable just how much stronger. I mean, okay, Turtonator does have an extra 5 or 6 levels on Rapidash, but like, it does so much more with its overheat. Yeah, top ends at 86. Top ends at 128. Okay. So, for this note, level up Corv to 86. I should actually confirm how close is Garchomp to leveling up. Did my controller really die again? I like left it on the charger all day. It is at 0 XP, so it's definitely not leveling up mid-fight. Cool. Not that I think it matters, but Roserade's definitely also just at 85. Okay. So, level you up to 86, level Rose up to 86. And then I think Arcanine. No, we're just giving it the muscle band. Then I think Turtonator's already at 85. Yup. Cool. Okay. So level up them to that. Pre-damage Toge to... So, Togedemaru takes low roll Grass Knot for 9 damage. So we need Body Press, lowest roll, 164 plus 9. The nice thing is that, well, I'm pretty sure we have setup control on Nasty Plot. Even if it uses it, I don't think it affects Arcanine that much, right? So Arcanine comes in on, let's say it comes in on a Flamethrower and then takes a critical hit Grass Knot. Like, yeah. No, we definitely want setup control, because I do think Nasty Plot at range is the max. It increases the max range that Flamethrower could be, used from. 1 second, got a smite. We went for a pretty long while without getting too many view spam bots. It's almost kind of refreshing to see them come back. Nature is healing type shit. Not really. So pre-damage Toge to, we just established, 173 HP. Toge might level up. Hold on. I think Toge like just leveled up, but let's double check. Yeah, my controller fucking died again. What? Why is it doing that? It should be at full, like, charge. Because, like, it immediately starts working again as soon as I turn it on, which isn't how it normally works. Togedemaru is getting pretty close to leveling up. So I think I'm just going to have Toge take, like, an extra 10 points of damage. Honestly, I could just set it to 164. Because I think it's pretty realistic with the 6th level gap that it could get that high. Although, funny enough, Togedemaru, if we gave it Magnet, we would just show it a fast 2-hit KO with Zing Zap, which is funny. I don't think that stops agility, though. So, let's do, like, a level 80. Body Press is 160 plus 8. So 160 plus 8. Because there's very little range on Grass Knot, so we do actually have to be a little precise about this. So, pre-damage Toge to 168 HP. I think that's our only pre-damage. Equip Corv with Lepa Berry. Equip Gark with Choice Scarf. Equip Rose with Poison Barb. Equip Arca with Muscle Band. Fuck it, equip Toge with Magnet? No. Not Magmarizer, Magnet. It does show that we do 50% max HP with Zings Up, which is funny. No, I think we're good. Yeah, because I think agility is just like a flat +7 if we outspeed it. So I guess we don't really need to give Toge anything. Equip Turt with Charcoal. We definitely don't want to give it like a Citrus Berry because we don't want to accidentally overheal. We just want to make sure that Corviknight sees a kill. Assuming we come in, let me just confirm. Assuming we come in on a flamethrower, which is likely, we lose 65 on top roll. So 280 minus 65 comes out to 215. We then live a critical hit Grass Knot for minus 129, drops us down to 86, and it goes to 1 HP. Oh, that's already Blaze boosted flamethrower. Yeah, okay, good. We definitely don't need to worry about risking that range. And we want the Muscle Band primarily so that way after we KO Sneasler, if we KO Simisear, Corviknight sees that we kill it with Flare Blitz, so it doesn't bother setting up. And thankfully, it shouldn't matter if it, like, clicks Agility if we swap to Turtonator, because that won't boost the power of Power Trip by that much. And Corviknight's already faster than us, so boo-hoo. Yeah. Okay, I think this works. Let's get our prep prepped. Gorbin Knight. And good, Corviknight can fly us over to Satopolis to swap out our item. Swap Rose. And Arced K9. Toge Demogi. And at last returning to the field, Turtonator. So first up, let's go get that item. Willow, fly. Down to Slateport, and I think it's up here. Welcome back. Those leftovers of yours, do you want to exchange them for something else? You know, I think I'd really like a Choice Scarf. Boost speed, but only allows the use of one move. Nice. Yeah, I think we established Garchomp can do this just fine at 81. Corviknight at 86 is what lives Boom with 2 HP. Funny times for all involved. Endless Candy. Now we need to get Rose up by 1, and then I think everyone else is good. First up, Lepaberry. Good luck. Thanks, Anna. Did you see our goofy-ass strat that we stole from Small Ant? Where is the Scarf? We get our first Scarf user on you. Need Poison Barbara for Roserade. Muscle Band for Ham. Toge doesn't need anything, and then Charcoal for Turtonator. Oh, it's funny, I just noticed Choice Scarf, I think, literally has the same sprite as Silk Scarf, but, like, recolored. Did I skip it? Yeah, I guess I must have. There it is. Alright, Sybil gets the charcoal. Okay. First fight of Wand Split. I do also still need to, gonna heal everyone and then pre-damage Toge. Oh, how good it feels to say and pre-damage. Okay. Tools, scripting, load recent script. Pre-damage, copy, paste, slot 5 to 168 HP. Just to make sure, in case she levels up mid-fight. Okay. I assume we don't get, like, locked into this place, right? We're fine to just kind of go in, do a fight, leave. There's nothing crazy going on. Okay. First, blessings for the White Rock. Yeah, the only thing that trapped you is the back-to-back-to-back when you start the... I assume you mean the first battle of the back-to-back-to-back. God, no game does towns like Hoenn, I feel. Hoenn's got the best fucking towns. Next to maybe, like, Kalos. Oh, wow. Now you could walk all the way around. Anything up here? Nope. Bummer. Moss Deep Space Center, the closest place to space. Okay. Send it. I'll assume this is grunt number 1 up here. So I just talk to him. Lepa Berry has Defog, has Roost. Dual Chop, Earthquake, Bulldoze. We only need Earthquake. We have a Choice Scarf for incredible, ludicrous speed. Just truly fucking mind-boggling speed. Roserade with Poison Barb. And Sludge Bomb. Hamilton, Muscle Band, Rock Slide. Maisie's just here to get hit one time. And then Overheat on Sybil. Confirming a very stupid thing. That Grass Knot is in fact a contact move. It is a contact move. I've done this 1,000 times. But we're in too deep for me to get sloppy. Let's go. Alright. I would introduce this Steelix, but you already saw Small Ant do it for me. It's got Sturdy, it's got Bright Powder. It can Boom, it can Rocks. It just does a lot of really annoying shit. So we want it to eventually Boom. The way to make it do that is it doesn't see that it can hit us with Earthquake. It wants to set up Stealth Rocks. It's always going to set up Stealth Rocks turn 1, but once we PP stall it out of its 5 Gyro Balls, it sees that its only effective move is Earthquake, because eventually it will simply start a turn with Rocks up, and no Gyro Ball PP, and then it will Boom. So, fight, turn 1, Defog. Be really funny if it boomed turn 1. It can't. It literally physically cannot boom turn 1 due to turn 1 Stealth Rock's AI. Okay. So this should be the first Gyro Ball. That's 1. Now we do as the ant did. Because there are currently no Stealth Rocks up and it's slower than us, we are safe to roost. Because it could theoretically boom before the final Gyro Ball. Nice. 2 Gyro Balls. Three Gyro Balls. It's like the fucking Nihiligo in, Weather Institute. For context, that Nihiligo really liked using attacking moves instead of setting up Stealth Rocks. Okay, so we have rocks up. We click Defog. No premature boom. That was the 4th ball. We roost. Thankfully, roost makes it really easy to also double check how much Gyro Ball PP has been used up, because there's as much roost PP as Gyro Ball PP. And that was ball number 5. So it's either going to boom or set up rocks. Stealth Rocks. And on this following turn, it sees that Stealth Rocks are already set up, so it's at -20 priority. It sees that we are flying, so we cannot be hit by Earthquake, so that's a -20 priority. So it sees that the only move it can legally use is Explosion. But first, we gotta blow away those rocks. We always live with at least 2 HP on max roll crit. Okay. Next in should be Zebstrika. Zebstrika sees kills with Zing Zap and Overheat. We do not care which one that it clicks. We would technically prefer Zing Zap, but it really doesn't matter. We are going to swap Willow to Varley. Our fast Varley. Zebstrika here has Focus Band, so there's just a 10% chance it lives any hit we do to it. But because we have Rough Skin whenever it hits us with a contact move, and its highest damage attack is Overheat, or sorry, not Overheat, High Horsepower, which is a contact move. Rough Skin Iron Barbs ignores Focus Band, so it will KO itself on us. So we're going to click a Fast Earthquake. Or we could just KO it anyways. And we're down to 209, so I think we definitely show Appleton a kill with Dragon Pulse, so we don't need to worry about stalling a turn with Roserade. Okay, Appleton hits the field. It wants to use Dragon Pulse, so we swap to Roserade, who takes about like 50% from a max roll. This thing just has a Lumberry and Thick Fat, nothing fancy or Evil Team gimmicky about it. Okay. 120, I believe that is definitely within Semi-Seer Flamethrower range. Oh yeah, Mineral is 144. Okay. Thanks to Poison Barb and being level 86, we one-hit KO with Sludge Bomb. I feel like this thing would have been a real bastard if they gave it Quick Claw. So, thanks for not doing that, Dexa. Pretty chill. Semi-Seer sees a fast kill on us, so it's going to come in and try to click Flamethrower. We are going to swap Roserade to Hamilton. Semi-Seer here also has a Focus Band. We're gonna use the Garchomp trick again. But first, we got to get its HP low, so we are going to click Rock Slide. There is technically a chance that Rock Slide just kills this turn. But the point is, it does at least 90% of this thing's max HP. Grass Knot. Okay. It's going to click Grass Knot on us because it sees that we can kill it. So we are going to swap to Togedemaru. Grass Knot is a physical contact-making special attack. So we swap to Togi. Drops us to 158. And it KOs itself on our barbs, bypassing Focus Band. Last in is Corviknight, who sees a sweet, sweet KO on us with Body Press. It's got Weakness Policy to boost its stats like crazy. We're gonna swap to Sybil. Sybil always lives 2 Body Presses and can never be crit. And I think it's just gonna Body Press again. We're gonna click Overheat and kill it. It's got a Weakness Policy, which doubles both of its offensive stats, and then a move that does damage based on how many stat increases it has. It doesn't really change anything here, because it dies. Grunt 1 down. Maisie hit little lady. Just updating that in the calculator. Okay. 1 down. I'm curious. I assume none of those bystanders give me anything if I talk to them. If someone tries to interact with me or start a fight while I go talk to those bystanders, I'm just closing the game and reopening it. You can have the stone I found on the beach. Oh. Guess trolls on the beach aren't safe. Team Aqua should take care of Team Magma, but if they did that, Team Aqua would become bold and brazen, won't they? A giant chunk of metal bursts through the skies and flies into space, but Team Magma wants to spoil that dream of mine. I'm not having any of that. Okay. Well, the free sunstone. Not that that does anything. We could buy, like, infinite of those. Before we get to calculating our next fight, though, Homegirl has to piss. So I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, 1 grunt down, like 6 more to go. I think, no, 7 minus Courtney. So, 5 more to go. That being said, let's actually get the remainder of these guys, like, set up in my little sheet here. So, specifically, grunt number 2 opens with the Scrafty. Oh, great, a team of 6. C-R-A-F-T-Y. Intimidate, Assault Vest. I wonder, do you just get killed by Sneasler? You just get killed by Sneasler. Yeah, baby! What Intimidate? I never met her. Okay. Sorry, it's not open Scrafty, it's open Scrap. And then Courtney. Or no, wait, there is. I forgot to write down grunt number 3. Okay, hold on. Copy that. Paste that. 1, doot. Number 3 opens Dig with 2 Gs. Courtney opens with a Shay. God, the music in this game is so damn good. It really is. I love my Hoenn horns. And it's got such good, like, domestic music. I don't know how else to put, like, this specific track, right? You know, it's just, like, it's so very towny. Oh, this Armaldo is fucking bright powder great. Okay. Opens Arma. Grunt number 6. Opens Match. I suppose at the very least, we can, like, swap a ghost into it. I think our shit rocked by knockoff. Did we beat this like how we beat the last big scary Machamp? By swapping into Slowbro on Dynamic Punch, which cures off our thing. Oh, that knockoff does so much damage. Future Sight at least threatens a one-hit KO, so it doesn't set up bulk up, but... Oh, knockoff does way too much damage. Thankfully, Quick Claw doesn't matter. Oh, wait, it doesn't have Bright Powder. What made me think it had Bright Powder? Yeah, so I mean, in theory... Twisted Spoon. Yeah, okay, actually, I think it's... Oh, wait, we don't want it to knock off our Twisted Spoon. Wait. That's stupid. Okay. But yeah, no, it's got Quick Claw, No Guard. We just, like, set up Future Sight, slack off a bunch. The nice thing is, it doesn't need to be nearly as fussy as Lily Cove Rival Machamp did. We literally just set up, like, one Future Sight, set up the second Future Sight, and then, like, swap to something that can live it. Bonus points if we do that on the turn, it dies to Bulk Up. Or, Bulk Up. Future Sight. We just got to make sure that whatever starts on the field either shows a KO or dies to D-Punch. Or I suppose theoretically Stone Edge, but swapping into Stone Edge and Knockoff, it seems scary. Yeah, not that scary. Well, yeah, I suppose crit into crit still kills. Yeah, preferably Dynamic Punch. Okay. Grunt number 7 opens with Bish. And then Maxie and Tabitha open with Land and Tyran. Land and Tyra. Damn, Sneasler does just kill that guy. Sneasler does just die to Landorus, but it's a slow kill on Landorus. Okay. Jesus Christ. So if we give you Ice Punch. Yeah, just level it up a few times. Cool. Yeah, it's insane how hard Sneasler dominates this half of the field. I guess it's just a matter of Steven making sure these guys see kills. Because what? It's like... What's Taunt's AI? Sorry, I'm like already looking ahead. Ooh, Taunt. Your Pokemon knows Trick Room, and Trick Room is not currently active, +9. Okay. So it only taunts if it doesn't see a kill. And I don't think it sees a kill on Steven's Dialga. Just out of curiosity. Dialga Trainer Steven Space Center. It does not. Okay. Which means that Tyranitar would try to kill Sneasler. So we would have to kill Tyranitar and fight down this side of the field first. I'm just going to export and import these guys now. Fuck, what are Steven's other guys? Metagross and Mega Steelix. So many. There's so many Metagross in the second half of the game. Like, the first one is on fucking Preston and Mara. Okay, and then Steelix. We do also need to make sure that we get a copy of this Steelix that is Steelix normal. With... What ability does the Steelix have by default? Wait. I don't think it changes anything, but like... Because I'm pretty sure Steelix can have Sheer Force or, yeah, or Rockhead. Well, I guess I just don't get to know. God, could you imagine how fucked it'd be if Steven's Steelix had, Explosion? Okay, well... Suppose... Standard Steelix. And then we don't know what its ability is, so we'll just set it to... Well, hold on. A high horsepower, rock slide, heavy slam. Okay. The only one of these moves that has an additional effect is rock slide, so it's the only one that's affected by sheer force. Yeah. So we'll just assume it's sheer force. Because it having Rockhead doesn't affect anything. That's its hell item, idiot. Sheer force. I don't think that changes much, but you never know. Okay. Well. Okay. So. Anyways, the second trainer. So, first up, let's mute that. Let's unmute this. Kind of already sick of these Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tunes with being completely real. Space Cliffs does kind of rule, though. Kirby Epic Music Collection. Ooh. Hype Tunes moment. I'll do this one from standard Pokemon games. Ooh, I do love me, This isn't Gen 5 music, right? No, this is totally Gen 5, but whose theme is it? Like, I think it's N, but it's not N. Hold on. Sorry, whose song is this? Oh, it's the Relic song. Okay. Well, that's nice. So, let's see. There's no sand. It's a single battle. Against good old Scrafter Rafter here. You just bring Sneasler and kill him. At that point, well, we threaten to kill into Duraludon. First things first, defense and special defense at minus. Is there anything that is faster than us? Well, Executor sees a kill. Unless we got, like, a level up in black glasses. There's no way Sneasler sweeps this fight. I think it's so fucking funny. Aerodactyl probably in. Well, because hold on, it's like the one thing that we can't kill is Weavile, and I just think that's really funny. Also, hold on, Sheer Force Life Orb, Unnerved Scope Lens, Chlorophyll, Quick Claw. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of guys here who we have to like worry about. Yeah, it's gonna be Aerodactyl in on either Dual Wing Beat or Earthquake. At the very least, it's not Dragon Dance. Unfortunately, Dual Wing Beat or Earthquake is a dangerous, like, spread of moves. Urshifu, why do you bulk that so well? What? What? That's a fucking Aerodactyl. That thing hits hard. Why do you hit that hard with Aqua Jet? Hold on. Choice Band. Okay. We can't get it with Choice Band. But... because what I'm also wondering, right, is if we give Sneasler, like, Choice Scarf. Scope Lens makes it unsafe, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, well, Scope Lens just increases crit chance. It doesn't increase crit damage. Like, it's still, yeah, standard crit stuff. There are also definitely guys who could swap in on Earthquake Dual Wing Beat and then bait something else. God, Lucario is so cool. Doing a bajillion fucking damage. Electrode actually does live both of those hits. Yeah, wow. You go, Electrode. But yeah, okay, let's say we have a Choice Scarf on it, though. Or not Choice Band. Choice Scarf. And let's assume we increased its level literally by 1. Okay, by 2. By 3. Literally just increasing its level by 3. So we show Fast Kill to Duraludon. We show Fast Kill to Executor. We show Fast Kill to Aerodactyl. We do not show Fast Kill to Darmanitan. And we of course show Fast Kill to Weavile. Heavy Metal Iapapa Berry. But hold on, the cap's 89. Oh, not quite. Oh, so close. Because I was like, if we could show a Fast Kill to Darmanitan, we could chain kill Scraggy into Duraludon. Okay. Flare Blitz or Earthquake. It's got Sheer Force, Life Orb, so it's at least not a gimmick per se. Urshifu. Well, it doesn't outspeed, but it comes real fucking close. I swear to God, like, Hannah, am I safe to just immediately scale Urshifu's speed as soon as we get them? I know the answer is no, but, like, hold on. 1 second. Who's buzzing my phone? Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Flare Blitz EQ sounds good for Flygon. Oh, you're so fucking right about that, Izzy. No, we're not. Flare Blitz does so much. Okay, we are level 79. If we go to, like, 89... The fact that we still died of that... The fact that we still died at crit Flare Blitz from this fucking thing. Choice Scarf Chomp. Let's assume we don't give Chomp a Scarf. We go to 89. It's a fucking speed tie again! Oh, this bitch. Okay. I just need someone who's just a little faster. Okay. Also, worth noting, it's probably not worth it to give Sneasler a Choice Scarf just so that way we bait in Darmanitan instead of Aerodactyl. We have to beat Aerodactyl eventually. And just making sure. We could also check our other options for KOing Scrafty, but I don't think they're great. Because Urshifu goes to attack -1 from Intim. Does that still kill with Life Orb? Barely doesn't kill with Life Orb. So we would need Choice Band. I was going to say, yeah, I know Choice Band Shifu does. Okay. And then it's like at that point, obviously we threaten kill on Duraludon. We would bait in Executor, which would be interesting. And we bait in Executor on Psychic or Grass Knot. Well, hold on, no, we'd probably bait in, because we'd be at -1 defense, -1 Spadef. Yeah, it's not Aerodactyl. Is it Sneasler? It's not Sneasler. It's not Sneasler, it's a Weavile. It's a Weavile, April. Respect the greats. Yeah, no, our incredibly bulky Shifu, even at -1 defenses, does still live Darmanitan, Weavile, and Aerodactyl, so it would have to be Executor. Quick Claw Explosion is fun. Quick Claw Explosion is fun in the way that, like, an Appendectomy is fun. And we'd be going for random move. Although we could teach Urshifu, like, a coverage move. Get Duraludon in second. Hold on, let's see if we can find a move that kills. Like... Okay, if we give it Choice Band and, like, Poison Jab. Nah, even with Choice Band at -1, this thing's pretty bulked up. It's not even that bulked up. What? So yeah, Choice Band. I suppose it's just because it's not stab. Yeah. Okay. Who else can kill Scrafty? Granbull can do it slow. Like, we give it a held item, because it's definitely never baiting knockoff. Actually, we might not even need an item. We could probably give it to, like, 89. Okay, never mind. We need an item. Okay, also, I didn't even look to see if Sneasler is level 89. Of course, we still kill Scrafty. We kill Duraludon. We kill Executor. Yeah. I wonder, could we kill Scrafty with a weaker move so we don't drop our defenses? i.e. like get Brick Break. Brick Break's a good bit weaker, but I think with a Life Orb... barely not, so it would need to be Choice Band. Man. It'd be really cool if we had Fake Out right now. Yeah, there's no other way. Okay, but still. Choice Band. At the very least, if we're giving Sneasler a Choice Band, it's not like we aren't going to use it. And at that point, we definitely threaten Fast Kill on Duraludon. We threaten Fast Kill on Executor. So it would be Aerodactyl in on... Yeah, because it sees we kill it with Close Combat, so it's never Dragon Dance. It would always be Dual Wing Beat. Yep, because Dual Wing Beat's barely higher than Earthquake. We could do Togedemaru funnies, but... Yeah, wait. Bait Earthquake. Like, Toge barely takes any damage from Dual Wing Beat, even if it crits. It loses 25% of its max HP. We lose 25% of our max HP, but we have a Citrus Berry. Oh, we don't have a Citrus Berry. Unnerve. Not that that's necessarily even a problem. Like, Toge hits the field. Oh, but if our HP gets too low, we might start baiting Stone Edge instead of EQ. Which is problematic. But what we could likely do is use... So if we're guaranteed baiting Dual Wing Beat, swap to Togedemaru, do the chip back to it. We're now baiting Earthquake. That could be a swap into Shifu. Shifu hits the field. We need to be able to do, like... Let's see if we have Mystic Water. 66.9. We have a Life Orb. 73. So that could do it because Fake Out on Togedemaru plus the 2 chips from Iron Barbs. EQ Stone Edge 50-50 should be fine for Shifu anyways. No, I just mean, like, if I tried to use Togedemaru's Spin Cycle to kill Aerodactyl on Iron Barbs. I'm not quite able to do that. So yeah, and Fake Out can essentially push our Iron Barbs chip up to 30%, give or take. Although, yeah, Vacuum Wave on Lucario wasn't going to do enough here. Although, let's see if there's anyone else who... Because Toge baits EQ, which is a free swap if we want. Because it's like, I don't want to have to give Urshifu Life Orb, but I might need to. Yeah. Because it can definitely, after Togedemaru Fake Out, get within range. Because, like, okay, let's assume we do that. Because Toge, how much are you realistically doing with Silk Scarf boosted Fake Out? More than you'd think. Here, let me do the math. So we have 254 divided by 8 comes out to 31. 254 minus 31 minus 31 is 192. Minus Silk Scarf Fake Out is 16. Drops it to 176. Definitely kill with Aqua Jet, but I don't think we do that with Mystic Water. Yeah, only 170. Comes real fucking close, though. I mean, could we get Togedemaru to a high enough level to do 3 extra damage? Or 6 extra damage? It might not even matter, though. Like... 17 versus... Yeah, it's only 1 point more. I don't think a level 89 Toge is doing what we need. It's not. Okay, that's fine. So we give Shifu Life Orb, which is pretty chill, all things considered. It's not like we're necessarily upset that it has it. But also, can we please acknowledge that we're doing that much damage with a base 40 power move? And then... So, worst case scenario is we're down 45% of our max HP once this guy goes down. Which means we're probably then just baiting an Executor. Well... No, we're actually baiting in Duraludon. No, we aren't, because we're showing a kill to Duraludon. Don't be stupid. Darmanitan sees that it's a speed tie, but our HP never gets low enough to show a kill to Flare Blitz. Nor does our HP ever get low enough to show a kill to Low Kick. So yeah. We're now getting Executor in. And at the very least, it's not clicking Explosion or Sleep Powder. So that's pretty cool. I just wish I had a way to get rid of its held item, right? Also, this Sneasler has Choice Band, I think we established, and Brick Break. Okay. So... Executor baits, Psychic or Grass Knot. Houndoom's actually really good at taking both of those. Houndoom's not great at living Explosion. That's problematic. Corviknight can 1v1 Eggy Mamie. Oh, wait, Houndoom. I mean... Boom does a bit too much... Like, it does a lot. Because the problem is Chlorophyll, right? It's like we would need to pre-status Corv to not have to worry about sleep. But that means we're either pre-burned, cutting our damage output substantially, or we're pre-poisoned. Because it would have to be poisoned, not to... No, we'd have to Toxic, because we can't pre-poison. We're a Steel type. I just need, like, a high-power priority bug type move. If only I still had one of those. Because God knows I've got so many guys who can swap in on this thing and kill it. Assuming its Quick Claw doesn't go off. Does Zoroark Sucker Punch do it? No. Not really. Does Kecleon Sucker Punch? No. Also no. But what's really cool... Well, no, that's Explode. It would potentially be Explosion. Because I was going to say, I'm like, oh, what we could do is come out, Fake Out, and then it tries to go for Psychic because that's highest damaging move, and then we Sucker Punch. But that doesn't quite... Because if it booms, not great for us. And we can't do like a pre-damage because we're coming out on either Psychic or Grass Knot. Yeah, also worth noting that like Zoroark just dies to Grass Knot. Any Grass Knot crit. Which is epic. Yeah, like we've got Sucker Punch on Houndoom, but like we can kill it with Mega Houndoom Flamethrower. but there's also a chance it could go for sleep powder. But we are able to pre-burn Houndoom, so that's not necessarily a problem. We would essentially just need to take the risk that, like, if it booms, it booms. Even then, it would need to be a fast boom. So that's like a 1 in 200, give or take. I don't necessarily hate that. Although, if we could guarantee Grass Knot... No, we can't guarantee Grass Knot on Ledian because of Quick Claw. Yeah, it's too annoying. I'm so tired of Quick Claws, they're the worst. They have shitty mechanics and they make me want to die. Don't know why I'm singing like a sad girl band. Like, we can't get up with Sucker. I don't think Beware can do anything funny. Banger track. Pokemon track of all time. Okay, yeah, so let's assume Houndoom, Mega, beats it up. Let's assume we are minimum level required to do so, which I think is just 86. Okay. At that point, Aerodactyl's down, Scrafty's down. Is it Duraludon? No, it's not Duraludon. We show a kill with Fire Blast. Oh, it's Monkey. Okay. Unfortunately, it's kind of Monkey on random move, which is unpleasant. Yeah. Because odds are very decent our HP is low enough to potentially show something to Flare Blitz. Garchomp doesn't actually have the Choice Scarf. So I'm trying to think, like, okay, what gets in on this thing? You know, it speeds. It's not a lot. Not a lot of things. So the nice thing, Flare Blitz doesn't burn, unless part of Flare Blitz's $1,000,000,000 bugs is that it's affected differently by sheer force. And knowing Flare Blitz, I would not be surprised about that. No, it's either Earthquake or Rock Slide. Fuck. Okay, I can get Caracosta in. We get you up to like 89. You know? Unfortunately, we don't really do enough to kill. It's really awkward trying to figure out what would be best for this guy. Yeah. Garchomp without Choice Scarf. Get that set up to be back to normal. It's like if only you could be a little faster, buddy. And I'm pretty sure most of this thing's moves kill Barraskewda on a crit. Yeah. But I mean, if they don't crit, we're fast as fuck and we kill with Liquidation. Shit, does our Skewda kill Scrafty? Probably not. Yeah, definitely not. Go to Togedemaru on Eggy, random attack, then Delmise after. Yeah, I think that... True, because it doesn't necessarily bait Explosion. Or, I mean, it doesn't matter if it baits Explosion. And after dual wing beat from Aerodactyl, assuming crit. 27. In this world, we could give Togedemaru... we definitely don't need Silk Scarf, so we could give it a Citrus Berry. So, 214 minus 27 minus 27 is 160. And assuming we take critical hit Psychic. But Psychic can drop your special defense, can it? That being said, like... Okay, 160 minus 138. And then Citrus Berry procs, so... 214 divided by 2 is 107. 107 divided by 2, round down is 53. But it might round slightly... No, I think that's... Yeah, I think the healing's just 53. 214 divided by 4. 53. Okay. So 22 plus 53 is 75. Spadef at -1. Definitely never Grass Knot. Okay, yeah. So swapping to Togedemaru could give us... Yeah, it's a free path. Wait, why would we go to Delmise? We just died a Psychic. Yeah, like... Oh, that's crit. Okay, so we do live Psychic, actually. Actually, Psychic doesn't kill me. The problem is that we don't bulk it even a little effectively. But... Like, I don't know, maybe if we're leveled up enough, we can, like... Guarantee... Well, no, because Toge's... Yeah, then random move. Because, like, Togedemaru is already baiting Psychic on this thing no matter what, which could be good. Path into Greninja. Which baits Grass Knot. Into Togedemaru. No, because Togedemaru doesn't necessarily show a kill to Psychic. That's right. So it could boom at any given moment. I'm trying to think, like, could I pivot back and forth between Toge and Greninja to, like, chip away at it with Grass Knot recoil? But no. Embargo's not secretly a priority move, is it? I don't think it is. For 5 turns, the target's held item has no effect. Because I know that we definitely have guys we can teach it to now. Pretty sure even Sneasler can use it. Zoroark can, of course, use it. I'm thinking currently we might just want to, like, go back into the lab, look at different options to potentially free up our choice item. I think our opening here is a bit too clunky. So let's assume Intimidate. You know? Hadn't considered. It's actually not even that fast. Mega Altaria just kills it with Hyper Voice. Okay. Yeah, no. Mega Evolve, kill it. We don't even necessarily need to be pre-statused, but, like... Yeah, let's assume... Attack -1. Oh, wait, we already toggled on into him. Okay. We could get it set up to get Duraludon in on Heavy Slam. Because notably, it's barely faster than us, so we can show it a fast kill. Okay, so let's assume Heavy Slam does literally nothing to our Shifu. Yeah, it also probably does, like, nothing to Lucario. Oh, that's right. Urshifu's a water type, so it resists steel. Very cool. We could also get in Sneasler. The cool thing is that Lucario can KO it with Aura Sphere. So it doesn't necessarily drop its own stats. Oh, it's such a shame that Aerodactyl does a little more damage to us than we do to it. Otherwise, I'm like, ooh, we could get in Weevil. Weavile, sorry. So, Executor gets a slow out damage on us. Oh, it'd like just be Darmanitan. Yeah, because I don't think Duraludon would ever do enough damage to us with Heavy Slam, 16.2%. 38. So, 234 minus 38 comes out to 196. Earthquake never sees that. Yeah, so it would just be Darmanitan in for Flare Blitz or Earthquake. Now, in this timeline, we have saved our, oh wait, hold on, this, okay, yeah, it just says Aya Papa Berry, nothing fancy. Just confirming, Aya Papa Berry is a healing item, right? Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, restores half your max HP. Okay, so, I wonder, Heavy Slam, that probably just squishes Ledian. Yeah, it totally squishes Ledian. So I'm like, ooh, could I do something kind of funny with Duraludon? Use it to, like, set up Ledian? You could pre-damage for Arrow EQ, I guess. Yeah, that's possible. Or we could just try to take on Darmanitan. Like, because, like, okay, Darmanitan's in, it gets Flare Blitz and Earthquake. Because in this timeline, we can spare, Choice Scarf for Urshifu. And at that point, like... Hold on, I gotta ask the Sheer Force knowers. Sheer Force knowers. Flare Blitz being stupidly bugged doesn't let it burn through Sheer Force, right? It's not that broken. Sheer Force is a fun, or Flare Blitz is a fun move. See, it's like if I could get Executor in and KO it, in Urshifu with Choice Scarf, I literally think just, yeah, kills Aerodactyl with close combat, kills Darmanitan with close combat, Ice Shard, kills Weavile with close combat. Okay, our defense is at -3. I don't think, oh, but it is Bright Powder. Okay, so we would have to stop at Weavile. Boo-hoo. We just get Lucario. Oh, okay, not Lucario. We find someone with a perfectly accurate move to kill this rat. Or we just give Sneasler... Yeah, I think, or we just give Sneasler Zoom Lens. Because who gives a shit about Bright Powder? We're fast as fuck. Or sorry, it's fast as fuck. Yeah, like... Just gotta level up enough to not die to 2 crit Ice Shards. Kill it with close combat. Okay, but... So, Lucario is baiting in Darmanitan. I don't think I necessarily want to use Shifu for this. We know that it's going for anything but Rock Slide. Which can be turned to our advantage. Damn, Dreadnought, you die like a bitch to this thing. Yeah, I suppose the problem with dying to Flare Blitz and Earthquake is that everyone dies to Flare Blitz and Earthquake. Yeah, I suppose we could do the thing where we get Aerodactyl in by pre-damaging for Earthquake. We don't even need to necessarily put ourselves within always killed by Earthquake range because of Meteor Mash. Can someone please give me the choice band that goes through Quick Claw? Like, okay, Luke is on the field. I'm sure Houndoom's cool, but I kind of think the answer to this Executor is to just risk Houndoom getting boomed on. Or I suppose the answer to this Executor is to get it in last, right? If you get Executor on the field last, then you're fine. So, are we able to beat this Aerodactyl with something that isn't Urshifu? No, because Earthquake does so much fucking damage to Sneasler. Yeah. Honestly, it's been so long, I kind of forgot about just like, oh yeah, just get the Boomer in last. I've spent so much time just showing these guys kills. I don't think giving Garchomp Fire Blast is going to, yeah, no. So currently our answer is to just make sure that we keep killing things with guys that show fast kills to other guys. So we're safe to never make it Aerodactyl, or we can make it always Aerodactyl. If it's Aerodactyl, it's in on Earthquake. We already Mega Evolved, so I mean, we could swap back to Altaria. We just, like, don't take 0 damage. However, it then sees D-Dance as an option, which is bad. Well, hold on now. Liquidation. Hold on, wait. I think Citrus Berry, that Earthquake does just a little bit too much damage. 286 divided by 4 is 71. 71 plus 286 is 357. Yeah, we don't live 2 198s. Like, we can't get crit, which is nice, but we would need to come in on a dual wing beat, which isn't necessarily impossible. Scarf D-Knight or Noivern on EQ. I don't think Scarf Dragonite even outspeeds. Like maybe at level 89? No. Noivern does, though. But then we're using up our Scarf, right? But don't even... Oh, okay, that's level 81. Okay, we do show fast out damage to Executor, which is pretty nice. Scarf is just the same as +1 speed, right? Hold on. Choice, Scarf, or not that. Yeah, okay. So... But, like, we aren't killing Aerodactyl with anything. Because Choice Scarf means that we're not holding a damage-boosting item for D-Meteor. Flygon definitely isn't fast enough and also doesn't have a move that can kill. Gyarados is interesting, but... Same problem, it's not fast enough. I think Basculegion? Nope. God, it's crazy how fast this thing is. Just have nothing that stops that Executor from coming in. Because, like, we threaten a fast kill on you if we have Choice Scarf. We threaten a fast kill on you if we have Choice Scarf. So, currently my thought process is, how do we get Aerodactyl to click dual wing beat on Dreadnought? Going for Earthquake. Could be that we swap to Shifu on Earthquake, we threaten a one-hit KO with Liquidation, Iron Head, and Close Combat. Eldegoss? You know? Hold on. It's stupid, but... yeah, Eldegoss, fuck, it drops its speed, too. Or, like, it drops its speed and baits dual wing beat? Hold on. It's really dumb, but... oh, wait, also, we wouldn't even be able to, I was thinking about a fucking Citrus Berry again, and we can't do that because this thing has Unnerve. But yeah, I think EQ... we just have to level up, like, once or twice. 81, 82... 83, yeah. Get to level 83 just to make sure. But then at that point, low roll Earthquake always shows kill to dual wing beats. We don't gotta worry about D-Dance. -1 speed. It's going for DWB. Could be a free entrance for Arcanine. Arcanine baits Earthquake and Rock Slide. It's like, yeah, dual wing beat does... funny enough, we could almost get Lucario set up to never have to worry about this guy. But it doesn't quite work. Could also use literally any other guy to beat up this Duraludon, theoretically. Like, it doesn't have to be Lucario. I think I was just looking at Lucario because Lucario could do it with without using close combat. Sneasler can't even do it with Choice Band Brick Break. Ugh! Yeah, it'd have to be CC. You know? Houndoom actually takes that hit pretty incredibly. I don't think it ever shows a kill with Flamethrower, though. Yeah, 89. Yeah, not quite. Or even a little bit, actually. I suppose Dragonite does beat this guy with Draco Meteor. Who do you bait in Dragonite? You are faster than Executor, and you can very easily threaten a kill with Dual Wing Beat with just like a muscle band, basically. It'd probably be Aerodactyl on Stone Edge, which is interesting. Yeah. Lowest roll definitely always shows Stone Edge. The thing that we need to worry about... Can we give you... Does Surf do enough? Surf does not do enough. I mean, we could just... The nice thing is that, like, whatever level we need to be able to guaranteed kill this thing with Draco Meteor, we can just pre-damage afterwards. To make sure that we don't get D-Dance set up. Though, honestly, I feel like Stone Edge is probably the single worst move for swapping in, right? And honestly, now that I'm looking at it again, though, like, Dreadnought coming in on dual Wing Beat? Oop, not that. Yeah, live dual Wing Beat, live in Earthquake, kill with Liquidation. Don't even need a Citrus Berry. We even get it to proc, like, after the exchange ends. I don't hate that. Who did we establish we could get this thing to click dual Wing Beat on, after killing Duraludon? Urshifu? Oh, Eldegoss, right. We are then wasting a team slot on Eldegoss, so we need to find a way to get some use out of it later, potentially. Because I'm also thinking, like, oh, if we just beat Duraludon with Urshifu, CC drops after Heavy Slam, probably always. Like, we definitely don't need Life Orb here. Yep. So we take Heavy Slam, assuming Heavy Slam crit. Lose 30 HP. 298 minus 30, and then drop our defenses. -1 defense. -1 special defense. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. We'd actually have to pre-damage Urshifu slightly, but Urshifu should be able to do it. And again, we're able to threaten KO with Liquidation, so it doesn't D-Dance set up. So, dual Wing Beat into Dreadnought. Dreadnought takes KO, assuming level 89, which I am content to do. Don't even need a damage boosting item, so we can look at this with... The nice thing is that Dreadnought is fast enough to outspeed Executor. You know... We could actually probably get this, that way we can get a 50% healing berry. And I think if we can pull that off, we might be able to bait Darmanitan on Earthquake specifically. Which is pretty cool. So let's see. Taking advantage of the fact that we can't be crit. So, lowest roll of Earthquake. So we are 286 minus 168 is 118. And then the lowest roll of Dual Wing Beat twice. So, minus 25. Minus 25 is 68. I need a second calculator. 286 divided by 4 is 71. Yeah, so, yeah, hold on. 17.4 plus 58.7. Yeah, 76%. We don't have to worry about crits, and max rolls don't kill us. Because we can definitely use Urshifu earlier, because we're just going to bring it back in to fight something else later, ideally. Okay. Yeah. So, Dreadnought kills this guy, procs its berry. So, 68 plus... I need to check both highest and lowest. Sorry, 286 divided by 2 is 143. So, 68 plus 143. Lowest possible HP is 211, which is above Rock Slide. Or no, sorry, that's highest possible HP. And now in this scenario, 286 minus 30, 30, and 198. 28 plus 143 comes up to 171. 1 HP over Rock Slide. 1. Okay. That's really fun. Yeah. All right, so Dreadnought always baits Earthquake. Now the question is, what do we do with that, right? Because Sneasler can't come in on Earthquake, but could come in on Rock Slide. Sheer Force Life Orb. Yeah. Because if we can get Sneasler in on, if we can get Sneasler into KO Darmanitan, it's then, like, it baits in Weevil, or Weavile next, for Fast Kill. I guess something I need to confirm. Ooh, this is Choice Band killing Darmanitan, though. And we ideally would like Sneasler to have Zoom Lens. Okay. So, if we get someone in on Earthquake... Well, golly, Ledian, are you able to outspeed Darmanitan? No? Okay. Low-key punished for not having Mega Altaria anymore. Or for not having standard Altaria. Truly would be the most goated encounter in the game if you could Mega Evolve it and then un-Mega Evolve it. Because we can't give Urshifu Choice Band in this scenario because then it shows Fast Kill Aerodactyl and it doesn't come in. Bum, bum, bum. Earthquake. Drops attack. Baits Rock Slide. So, you know, if only the extra effects that Sheer Force stopped included crits. We could also, honestly, if we wanted to be a little greedy, we could use a rare candy on Urshifu. Gets us Surging Strikes faster, and it makes us 1 point of speed. Like, 2 points of speed faster. Which is really funny. Okay. Kind of stunned how well Caracosta can fight this guy, actually. Caracosta? Do you just... Oh, that's a -1 attack. Not good. Although, what's interesting is we can drop this thing's attack a bunch. But we don't really have a guy who's crit immune in the way we need. That being said, if Dreadnought baits Earthquake, we could use Eldegoss. We might need to put some levels into her, or like make sure... Because I don't know if we can effectively control what move it uses after Earthquake. But, like, drop its speed by 1. Flare Blitz, that's a free swap back into Urshifu, probably. Depends on how much damage we took earlier, but I think that should be safe. Well, no, we don't want Urshifu to beat up Darmanitan because Urshifu outdamages Weavile, so it would need to be low enough HP to show it a kill. But all we need is something that can swap in on Flare Blitz and Rock Slide and is faster than it at -1 speed. That is Garchomp. And Garchomp definitely baits in Weavile. Because, like, we always live critical hit Flare Blitz. We don't need to worry about getting flinched, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, -1 speed, I wonder. No. So, Garchomp hits the field. KOs. We've used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 team slots. In comes Weavile. Weavile is going to try to get us with Ice Shard. So, annoying thing about Weavile here is Bright Powder, but yeah, pretty sure as long as we make sure... So, Chomp actually, if we keep Brick Break on it, we threaten a kill, so we don't even need to worry about Swords Dance, which means we don't need to worry about Garchomp HP after fighting Darmanitan. Gives us the option to level up. Well, okay, we need to worry a little bit to make sure that we show a kill to Ice Shard, so that way it doesn't become Executor. But, like, that's it. So, assuming someone who can come in on Ice Shard... Vacuum Wave's not perfectly accurate, and I'm pretty sure Zoom Lens doesn't fix that. Very devious. Yeah, level 89 Lucario definitely dies. Wait, we haven't used our Choice Band yet, have we? Or our Choice Scarf. We could just make Lucario faster than Weavile. Kill it with Aura Sphere. Last in is Executor. The issue is that at that point we do need someone who can come in and beat Executor, which is a bit of a problem. It's like, honestly, if we could beat Weavile with Houndoom... I'm actually really impressed how well Houndoom bulks that. Can we beat it with Houndoom? So, the problem with beating it with Houndoom is that we can do it and live. Hold on, I would need to see how much base Houndoom takes from Ice Shard, though. Ooh, takes... Well, yeah, it takes way more. Unfortunately, one of the big things that Houndoom gets from Mega Evolving is bulk. Also, we wouldn't have access to Zoom Lens. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah. What I was thinking about with Lucario, though, is giving it Choice Scarf, making it faster than Weavile, and then just clicking Aura Sphere. Preferable strat to Hype Moment Sphere. 1 second. Phone keeps buzzing. All right. So. You know? It doesn't fix the problem. Because what I'm thinking is... Oh, we do just have Urshifu Rapid Strike still. And I don't think we used a held item. Yeah, I think Urshifu with Zoom Lens just beats Weavile. Like, Night Slash, Ice Shard, Swords Dance, Low Kick. It's never clicking, like, it doesn't have a knockoff to click. Because what did we use Urshifu to beat up earlier? We used it to beat Duraludon and then show a KO to Dual Wing Beat. So, we at -1 defense need to show 128 times 2. So 256 plus, this is actually neutral. Heavy Slam, lowest roll is 16. So we have to pre-damage to 272. I'm gonna write this down. Pre-damage Ursh to what's a dictionary? 272. HP. While I'm at it, we may as well write down how much we need to pre-damage Alta to. Pre-damage Alta to Okay. First things first with Scraggy here. Close combat, knockoff, stone edge counter, no priority moves. Okay. Kind of crazy that we also kill it with a fairy move through his Salt Vest. Altaria is just that strong, though. Yeah. So, we need to make sure that we don't just show a kill. That's one thing. Hold on, I need to check my Altaria and see how close it is to leveling up. I don't think it should be, because it's at 85, which is level cap. So, it should be at, like, minimum XP. As an unfortuitous level up against a Scraggy could spell doom. Yeah. Okay. Not leveling up. So, we just need to pre-damage to 140. 140 HP. Pre-damage, Ursh to 272. We leave Dreadnought at full HP. You can't Mega both Houndoom and Altaria. Though I think Specs Houndoom can do it. We don't need Houndoom here. Don't worry. Yeah, just like regular ass Houndoom. We're not using Specs, I don't think. We're fine. Houndoom against Executor. Literally, we could just like pre-burn Houndoom. Because we're allowed to do that because we are at the point where we can hold Flame Orb and encounter a Basculin that knows Soak. So we are legally allowed to pre-burn Houndoom. Okay. And I think I just established we haven't... Yeah. So Urshifu's not holding an item. So if we give Urshifu Zoom Lens... Because, yeah. Regular ass Houndoom can swap in on a critical hit Grass Knot. Needs like charcoal. But it can do it. 2 hits. Get it leveled up to 89. Then yeah. Okay, I think that does it. What a colorful little lineup we've got. But yeah, no, very good point of you can't make it both Houndoom and Altaria. This is a cool line. Thank you. I think it's actually pretty straightforward, all things considered. Like, in terms of fucking run and bun lines, so we're coming up on end of stream. I'm still gonna write this one down, though, while we've got a moment. So, first up is Scrafty. I suppose for items, equip Elda with, or no, equip Alta with Altaria Knight. Suppose all we need on Garchomp against... People are unsure if Darmanitan can or cannot burn you through Sheer Force, by the way, using Flare Blitz. So that's funny. Theoretically, I think we're fine. Shifu roll compressing is neat, though, even if it's straightforward. He's such a versatile guy, especially when ours is shaped like ours. Equip Ursh with Zoom Lens. Equip Red with... we do actually care about what kind of berry. So ours is minus defense. So not Ayapapa berry. So I think Aguav should be fine. Minus special defense. Ours is a plus special defense nature. So equip Dread with Aguav berry. Equip Elda with... So let's see, Eldegoss is coming in against Darmanitan. Yeah, I suppose that's the nice thing, right? Is that it really doesn't matter what move it goes for when we swap to Garchomp, because we live all of them, and we're faster than it. We don't need a held item, so we can just give, like, Garchomp a Rost Berry if we need to. Well, no, because we ideally... Do we even really care about Weavile clicking Ice Shard, now that I think about it? Not really. Urshifu can take 2 low... Okay, well, actually, can it take 2 low kicks? Two crit low kicks might be a little bit much. Because, like... Actually, no, I don't think it is. Hold on. So we established we have to be at 272 minus the Heavy Slam we take is before our defense drops. So Heavy Slam crit is 30. 242. Hold on a second. I think... minus 128. Okay, no, I did it right. So 272 minus 30. 242. Wait, what? Oh, because our defense is down. I'm like, why is low kick suddenly doing way more damage? Yeah. Minus 124. That would kill. Yeah, so we want to make sure that Garchomp comes in under the correct circumstances. So I might just need to put like an extra level or 2 into it. I just need to figure out like Eldegoss comes in on Earthquake. Because like it doesn't matter. It's definitely always coming in on at least Flare Blitz. Rock Slide does less damage. The main thing is that we're never getting hit by Reversal. So... I will say, though, Urshifu dying to double low kick crit after double dual... Or no, that would be after a single Heavy Slam. Never mind. Stone Edge isn't super effective. I'm also realizing that, like, enhanced crit. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Open with Alta, Mega, Evo, and OHKO with H voice. Swap to Dura. Swap to Ursh. OHKO with Combat. Realize I did actually have to double check Urshifu can one-hit KO with close combat without a boosting item, right? And the answer is yes. Okay. Swap to Arrow. Swap to Red. OHKO with Liquidation. Swap to Darm. Swap to Elda. Swap to Gark. OHKO with Earthquake. Swap to Weave. Swap to Urshi. I guess currently we don't know what we're equipping Garchomp and Eldegoss with, so for right now we'll just equip Hound with Charcoal. Swap to Urshi, OHKO with Combat. Swap to Exegg. Swap to Hound OHKO with Flamethrower. Nice. 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 All right. 1 fight down, 2 fights scalped. That's not too bad. We're slow and steady, you know? And also there were a couple distractions tonight. Regardless, folks, thank you so much for hanging out here with me. Next stream is going to be Thursday evening in the usual slot, assuming I can actually fucking eat dinner on time. It's a character flaw, really. Until then, though, folks, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me. I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good night.